It's another beautiful Wednesday morning. The time is 10:30 a.m. on the 10th day in March 2021. Here's your weekly dose of everything cars and vehicles related. You're welcome to Splash 105.5 FM, the best and the most listened to radio station in southwest Nigeria. I am Tunde Onokoya, the mechanic, and this is Auto Clinic with the Mechanic. If you're listening to us for the first time, well, it's a weekly radio show that is dedicated to talking about cars and the automotive industry at large. You can watch us live right now on Splash FM's Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as Auto Clinic Instagram page with the handle Auto Clinic. Now, as usual, we have lined up exciting stuff for your listening pleasure. And on today's episode, we'll be starting with updates from the automotive world. After that, we shall be discussing the impact that women have actually made in the automotive industry over time, and they are still making. When we're done with that, we'll coast towards the phone lines for diagnosis of your vehicles and profiling solutions to your automotive concerns. But first, we'll start with updates from the automotive world. The Automotive Council, that is National Automotive Design and Development Council, has introduced the Nigerian-made electric car Hyundai Kona to reps. Range Rover Sport hits 1 millionth sale as a milestone. Volkswagen loses the world's top-selling title to Toyota. Now, the details. The National Automotive Design and Development Council introduced the Hyundai Kona electric vehicle to members of the House of Reps Committee on Public Accounts during the unveiling held at the premises of the National Assembly Complex, Abuja. NEDDC boss Jelani Aliu said the electric car could travel for 482 kilometers on a single charge. He added that the eco-friendly and first locally assembled electric car does not use petrol nor diesel. So you do not need to line up at the filling station waiting for fuel. Once you charge it, you have about 482 kilometers of electric charge. No emission, no smoke, and it's incredibly quiet. The NEDDC boss also noted that the current charging time of 10 hours can be halved when being charged through a fast charger. He also said it takes about 8 to 10 hours to charge, while there's a fast charger that cuts it by 50% to about 4 or 5 hours. And there is now a supercharger that brings it down to 1 hour or less. Ali also revealed that the NEDDC is currently working on building charging stations along the federal highways across the country. Land Rover is celebrating the 1 millionth sale of the Range Rover Sport. It was sold in December 2020, and the occasion was marked with a commemorative film highlighting some of the famous landmarks this ultimate luxury performance sport utility vehicle had encountered over its 15 years in production. The Range Rover Sport made its debut in 2005, with the current second generation making a spectacular entrance into New York City in 2013. With the assistance of actor Daniel Craig. Its dynamic breadth of capability has been showcased across the globe, setting a new record in its launch year on the Pikes Peak Hill Climb course in the USA, and then setting the fastest recorded crossing of the empty Qatar Desert in Saudi Arabia. Finally, Toyota Motor Corp has overtaken Volkswagen in 2020 to become the world's top-selling automaker. The first time the Japanese group has clinched the position in 5 years, according to Bloomberg. Toyota's group sales, which includes those of its subsidiaries Daihatsu Motors and Hino Motors, for the year were 9.53 million units, the company said. That compares with Volkswagen's 9.31 million units announced earlier this month. The Toyota victory came despite a painful year for automakers. Although demand for cars recovered marginally towards the end of 2020, industry-wide factory and showroom shutdowns in the spring were enough to drag sales down 14% from 2019, according to an estimate from the IHS market. That's it on the update from the automotive world, and you're still listening to Auto Clinic with the Mechanic on Splash 105.5 FM. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Welcome back to Auto Clinic with the Mechanic. And today's discussion, we're taking a look at the impact that women have made in the automotive industry. Now, despite preconceived notions about gender division of labor, a few individual figures have challenged the status quo throughout time, thus paving the way for today's more liberal view on that matter. As a result, we can now see more opportunities for women in the once male-dominated sectors. The automotive industry has its own pioneers, and some of whom I'd like to present more in details. The first person I'll be talking about is Bertha Benz. If this name rings a bell, it's because of the well-known Mercedes-Benz brand. Bertha was the acclaimed wife of Carl Benz, the engineer who practically started the automotive industry with his innovative design for a petroleum-fueled automobile. A strong-willed and forward thinker, she pretty much shocked our acquaintances when she invested her whole dowry in building the company of her then future husband. She practically pioneered the luxury car company Mercedes-Benz. Of course, the first person to drive a car over a long distance, and her drive led to the improvement like brake pads and gear shift. That is what Martha Benz has been able to put into the automotive industry. Then we had Charlotte Bridgewood. The automatic windshield wiper falls into the category of items without which we can't really imagine driving. Of course, how would you have driven in the rainy season without wipers? The automatic window shield wiper started and became a reality thanks to Charlotte Bridgewood, who in 1917 took the existing manual wiper model that was invented in 1903 by Mary Anderson, another lady, and upgraded it to its automated version. Her model introduced rollers to facilitate the wiper's movement over the surface of the windshield. Another amazing feat by a woman in the automotive industry. Then we had Margaret Wilcox. Wilcox is one of the first female mechanical engineers of her time. She invented the first car heater, and her invention became the basis for modern-day heating system. So if you're able to get into your car on a cold day, switch on the heater in your car, you have Margaret Wilcox to actually thank for that. Then in modern day, we have Mary Barra, a figure which should come to mind when you're thinking of iconic women in the automotive industry. She is the first female CEO of a leading global automaker, and an extraordinarily successful one at that. The most powerful woman in business in 2017, according to Fortune magazine. In a business environment which is more competitive by the day, Mary Barra lists her company on the top innovators list with the announcement that General Motors has committed to going 100% on the electric cars route. Her mix of discipline and vision is not limited to the automotive industry. Mary is an active presence as an active presence in the community life of Detroit, raising impressive sums of money for school programs or charities. Then we have Michelle Christensen, another visionary female figure who was able to marry her artistic inclination with her passion for cars and has resulted in fruitful career in the automotive industry. More specifically, Michelle specializes in car design. Her work includes Acura and Honda. The models include the Acura ZDX and the RDX, Acura RL and the RLX, the Honda NSX second generation. Now, as a lead principal designer at Honda, Michelle is a role model that has made a tremendous impact as the first woman to lead a supercar design team. Now, if we're looking at what else women have done in the automotive industry, I tell you, a whole lot. But we haven't given them enough credit for works that's been done by women in the industry. I don't think we have been. I think we need to do a lot more than we currently are. And I think we need to give them more opportunities in the industry. In fact, I'll tell you, in Nigeria here, I have two ladies that are blazing the trail in the automotive industry as well, with more focus on the automotive repair industries. I'll talk to you about them now. I have Sandra Agbuebo, who is a Nigerian mechanic. She's reported as being the first woman mechanic in Nigeria. She's also the founder of Lady Mechanic Initiative that trains sexually abused and underprivileged women to become mechanics and fend for themselves. How amazing is that? We also have Joyce Dasa Adams, who is a lady mechanic and the founder of Auto Lady Garage and Auto Lady Inspire Foundation. Joyce is a mechanical engineer by training, and she's a member of the Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers, NIMEC. And she is making a mark in a male-dominated profession Of course, she has trained and keeps training hundreds of Nigerian youth, especially ladies, in the trade through her personal efforts as well as through NIMEC, which has backed the Girls Auto Squad, a training program for girls interested in auto mechanical works. You see, in the near future, we are going to see more and even more, and many women like the ones I presented to you just now. Only if we give that kind of opportunity to the women to actually do what they know how to do best. And you might ask me what they know how to do best. It's simple. Be exceptional at every single thing you give them an opportunity to do. They will, at every point in time, do what they need to do because they are driven, they are relentless, they are focused, and they are passionate. I'm going to go on a break now. When I come back from that break, I'll take phone calls and we'll be able to discuss issues you have with your car and more of the contribution of women in the automotive industry. Don't.
If only we could show you on radio our stylish new look. Amstel Malta. But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Wait till you dey wait for. You no need to stress at all. Say the bad don't dey for us. Make we jolly dey go. Even small pikin, mommy, daddy, better life for you. Oya bruku tutu komaro. Sisi eko abeg no dey slow. Tiny bank better life promo. It done dey afuyafu for you. 30,000 worth of gifts for 50 people every week. Oh, they sit down for your seat. That's the opportunity. Send it better like promo. Let any bank account. Send it better like promo. Minimum 5,000 naira. Send it better like promo. Request to spend it debit card. Send it better like.
For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Oral-B 2-in-1 fún mi ní èémí dídùn fún òjò. Máa lọ́ṣẹ́ ìfọyín Oral-B 2-in-1 tuntun fún eyín tí ó lágbára àti èémí dídùn tó lálòpẹ́.
Make the most of the new normal with Nokia smartphones. Stay connected to friends and family with phone calls and video chats for longer with a 2-day battery life. And capture the beauty around you, snapping and sharing crisp pictures. The Nokia 5.4, 3.4, and Nokia 1.4 make staying connected easier. Nokia smartphones. Trusted, always secure, and built to last.
Pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi ara yín ẹ̀mú nǹkan tọwọ́ yín bábà ìbájọmọ́rogùn síbi onírin àní ohunkóhun ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣeré ìdárayá ọ̀pá arúgbó lọ́wọ́ tiẹ̀ bá ìyẹn náà bàjẹ́ kò sí gírì ẹ̀dùrọ̀ ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kẹsàrí sẹ́tì ìdí ẹ̀mú náà. Ó yá ẹjọ́ bọ́dì. Gbogbo èèyàn la pèsè eré ìdárayá afọkàntara lókun nínú ìdíje 3 Crowns Make Fitness Challenge. Amárata kébé ọlọ́gbọ̀n ọjọ́ forúkọsílẹ̀ lónìí ní www.femininelounge.com/competition.
3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Excuse me? Yes, I'm talking to you. You who always wants to give your family the best things. I know you'll love this exciting DSTV decoder bundle offer. Instead of 18,600 naira, you can get a new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. Yes, you heard me right. A brand new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. If you've always wanted to give your family amazing entertainment, then this is your time. Offer starts from February 1st for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. DSTV Nigeria. It's your moment.
My name is Data Lover Joe Mapel. Any wolf I go know I'm well. Oh, MTN post don't come ring my bell. What's this I hear of the night. You see, I'm a very, very big guy, but I don't joke with my giggy bites. So every year get to free the guy with this data plan for the midnight. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. 2 gig, oh boy, I can live the life. IG, TikTok is ready to go. Oh boy, I'm feeling fine because 11 to 6 in the morning. IG, TikTok, body. 2 gig, there for me. MTN process of course,
MTN Pulse. Do you? Dial star 406 hash to join. Everywhere you go, MTN.
You don't wait for life. You go to meet life. It's not about how many chances you get. It's what you do with what you've got. Morning after morning, cup after cup. Start strong, finish strong. With the stimulating aroma and rich, creamy taste of Nescafe 3-in-1. It all starts with a Nescafe.
A fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan, or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Welcome back. Still Auto Clinic with the mechanic on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. Thank you for staying with us and thank you for joining us. We have been highlighting, of course, the impact that women have made, and notable women that have made themselves very proud and have made the world generally very proud with their contribution to the automotive industry. Of course, we have opened the phone lines now. If you have issues with your car, let's talk about it. If you want to contribute to the topic of discussion, talking about the role that women are playing in the automotive industry, you're also very much welcome. The number to call 0805-699-8678. 0805-699-8678. I pray and I hope that the network is nice to us today, because we would like to take your calls to be able to answer some of your questions and be able to take contributions from you. 080-5699-8678. You try that number. Now, while talking about the roles that women have actually played in the automotive industry, I can't but mention Danica Patrick. Now, you see, in the 19th and 20th centuries, women were really not given enough credit for their contributions to the automotive industry. But you see, Danica Patrick is on the opposite of this spectrum. She is a native of Wisconsin, born in 1982, and has grown to practically build a brand as a prominent figure in the racing sector. So what has she done? For her, there wasn't any doubt as to which career she wanted to pursue. So she dropped out of high school to dedicate her entire time to becoming a professional race car driver. From then on, she has caught several firsts and records. Of course, the first female race driver to lead the Indy 500 race in 2005. She's the American Female Athlete of the Year in 2006. First female winner of the IndyCar circuit in 2008. First woman in the pole position at the NASCAR Daytona 500 in 2013. Now, you see, besides this accomplishment on the track, the racetrack now, we're looking at Danica, who has also made the merit of making racing known among a wider variety of female audiences, since it's a well-known model. She has, of course, been there for Sports Illustrated magazine, Super Bowl ad star, and an Instagram lifestyle influencer. So we're talking about what Bertha Benz did hundreds of years ago. We're talking about what Marie Barra has been doing in the current decade that we're in, and started in the last decade. We're now talking about somebody who born in 1982 and has made this much impact on the racing industry, which is male dominated. And you wonder why we're not getting the kind of results we want to get all over. It's simple. We are not giving the women the opportunity to actually contribute enough to these industries. Maybe, just maybe, if we open our eyes enough and allow the women to come into this industry and do wonders as they have done in every industry they have been participating in, and give them a fantastic environment to learn and to work and to thrive in this industry, irrespective of the part or the subsector they want to participate in the automotive sector, then you will know that we have been doing a disservice to ourselves by not opening these doors wide enough, early enough, and inclusive enough. You can still call us 08056998678. That's the number to call. Let's try. Is that network? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Are we on? Fine. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Oh, we lost the call. Wow. Okay. Please do try again. 08056998678. That's the number to call. 08056998678. See, despite the challenges that are being faced in terms of, as we put it now, in terms of the experiences that various persons have had in the industry, be it male and female, we know that there's some level of marginalization that's been happening to the women folk in, of course, every industry, is what I'd like to say. And if we in the automotive industry, I'll say again, open up the door enough to make it attractive to women to come in, we'll get better results. Of course, it's been said that in the last decade, we have actually lost more women in the industry. The percentage of women that are actively playing the automotive industry is reducing. Of course, some of them cite hostile work environment and non-inclusive work environment and all of that all over the world. So it's not peculiar to Nigeria, but I think we need to do better. We need to know how each person has their role that they have to play in every sector and every industry. Reality is that the refreshing perspective that people like Marie Barra, Christensen have brought to the industry in terms of vehicle design, in terms of charting a course. I mean, General Motors were literally in the tank when Marie Barra took over, and she has done a lot. She has done amazingly well with General Motors. Of course, Christensen has also come into the design world with Acura and Honda, and has given, you need to see the ZDX, you need to see the TRL, you need to see the RL, what she has done with it. Amazing designs. And that's just one person that is given an opportunity to do what they want to do in the industry. If we don't give those opportunities to people to do, we probably will never find out what they can do. And it's our loss at the end of the day. So what would we have done without having beautiful cars designed? What would we have done if a company like GM had gone into oblivion because they had issues and they couldn't deal with it? And it took efforts of people like Marie to actually come into the industry and do what they are supposed to do. So the message is pretty straightforward. And it is the fact that as people, we need to do better. As a society, we need to do better. As an industry, we need to do better. We need to open up the doors to allow inclusiveness. We need to make sure that the workspace is actually safe for both men and women. We need to look at merit. We need to look at what people have been able to do with themselves, their background. We need to look at the merits. We need to look at what they can contribute and give them the opportunities to contribute it, irrespective of gender. There's nothing wrong with having a woman behind the wheels of a car. There's nothing wrong with having a woman on a bike if she wants. There's nothing wrong with having a woman in a tricycle if she wants. There's also absolutely nothing wrong in having her sitting on the board of an automobile company. It's just also nothing wrong putting her at the helms of affairs of an automotive company or an automobile company. If you put all of this together, we know that at the end of the day, we're promoting a healthy work environment where there is healthy competition, where people can aspire, where you don't have to go the extra mile to give extra pep talk to your female child, to your girl child, in order to get her to be motivated to want to do something with herself. Let the girl child have the woman to look up to. Let's give the women the opportunity to be the role models for the girl children that we have around. And all we have to do is ensure that the door is open for suitably qualified women to come into various industries and do what they need to do. In fact, we need to also tailor our education in such a way that it is inclusive enough to allow women to take on courses, subjects, discipline, professions that they so desire, irrespective of... Oh, I think we lost that call again. Okay, please try again. 08056998678. I was trying to take a call and then we just lost it somehow. So we need to open those doors up to allow them to come in. We need to tailor the educational system to be open enough, inclusive enough to allow them to actually come in and do what they need to do. Today, we're dedicating to the International Women's Day that was celebrated on the 8th of March. It's done every year. And this year, we're talking about the theme being choose to challenge. What are you challenging in your work environment? What are you challenging in your company? What are you challenging? Are you challenging your beliefs? What are you, because there's something to challenge, because there are several things out there that are out of place. We need to admit first that they are out of place. In the automotive industry, we need to stop catcalling the women that are in the industry doing their jobs. We need to stop stereotyping the industry. We need to stop saying that, oh, she's a woman, she cannot do it. We need to stop saying that they don't have the physical. Okay, fine. In the workshop, if you say a woman doesn't have the physical strength to carry an engine, well, even a man should not be carrying an engine with their bare hands, because there are equipments designed for that purpose that are not gender sensitive. So either a man or a woman can use the same equipment to do the same job in the same industry. So why then are we not opening up the doors? Why then are we not encouraging our children to pursue the dreams they have, especially for those who have it in the automotive industry, to pursue it? You hear things like, oh, my boy will come to your place for training, but my girl, she's going to learn fashion. Who decided that fashion is just for girls? Who decided that the automotive industry is just for boys? I think we need to begin to look into this area and erase the stereotype that we have on ground, the gender bias that has plagued us over the years. Begin to give the opportunity to the women to come. So what do I challenge as a person in commemoration of the International Women's Day? I have chosen to challenge the stereotype that women cannot lead the automotive industry. I have chosen to challenge the fact that women cannot do well in the automotive industry. I have chosen to challenge that women cannot be all that they choose to be, whether to be at home, to be at work, or to be consummate professionals, wherever it is they want to be. Today I have worked with Aziz, who has been behind the console doing the job here. The telephone line has totally packed up on us completely. And my research assistant was Elizabeth Chile Ebuta, who put this together for me. Of course, that's another woman who is working behind the scenes to ensure that you have a fantastic auto clinic show. Special gratitude goes to you for joining us today again. Till I come your way again next week with another exciting episode, I remain the mechanic, Tunde Onokoya, urging every woman to draw strength from this year's 2021 International Women's Day with the theme Choose to Challenge, and tear down all your fears, stereotypes, and limitations to becoming the best. Thank you very much for listening.
You have just listened to Auto Clinic. Let's continue the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with the handle Auto Clinic NG or 0809 873 8876. For sponsorship considerations, send a mail to media@autoclinicng.com or call 0809 873 8876.
Splash 105.5.
I'll be fast on my career.
Tune in and listen everywhere you go.
Oh, wow.
Spread your wings on Splash 105.5 FM.
Where else? It's Splash 105.5.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Spread your wings on Splash 105.5 FM.
Splash FM 105.5.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more.
First new research has further revealed the devastating impact of Syria's civil war on the country's youth.
The International Red Cross spoke to hundreds of Syrians aged between 18 and 25 and found that nearly half have had a close family member or friend killed.
Many have lost their homes and had their education curtailed.
Next, Russia has restricted the use of Twitter in the country by slowing down its speed.
Yeah, the state's communication watchdog accused the social media site of allegedly failing to remove banned content, including child pornography. Twitter is widely used by critics of the Kremlin.
Beyoncé has thanked Prince Harry's wife Meghan for her courage and leadership following her interview with Oprah, where she opened up about her mental health during her time at the palace.
Cocaine Bear trending in the US.
That's the name of the movie Elizabeth Banks is set to direct.
Believe it or not, it's a true story about a bear from Kentucky that consumed more than 30 kilos of cocaine thrown out of a plane.
9:59 BBC Minute.
Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Splash FM 105.5.
No go tear your pocket on top unnecessary flenjo. Make you sit down for house with better channels wey dey on top go